It's very common to keep all of your JavaScript files separate from your HTML files. This helps you organize everything, especially once your files start to get really big. Make sure that when you create your JavaScript file, you don't put your HTML, CSS, or anything else in there. Just use JavaScript for now. We can see here in this document, I have inserted some JavaScript at the top here. We have a document.write command. If we save this page and open it, we can see that our JavaScript will be opened up at the very top of our page here for our web page content. Now, what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to take this JavaScript code and make it into a separate file, then import that file into our HTML document. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create the JavaScript we had before, and I'm going to create a new file and call it JS. We're then going to open up that notepad file, and we're going to file save as js.js. It is important that you have the JavaScript file extension for this file in order for our computer to know that it is indeed a JavaScript file. We can see here that now that file is different, and we can delete our old notepad file we had before. We are now going to open up and edit our new JavaScript file in our Notepad++ or whatever code editor you have. We're then going to take our command here, we're going to copy and paste it, and we're going to paste it into our new JavaScript file. We're going to delete what we have here. And next up, we are going to add some new tags. We're going to add a head tag here. And basically, the head tags you don't need to worry about now. We will explain it later. But just for now, in the head tags, we are actually going to import our JavaScript. So let's look at this command a little bit deeper. Now with this command in the quotations, what we do is write the file path to our external JavaScript file. You remember I named our file js.js. So as long as our file here is in the same folder as our HTML document, all we have to do is put the name of a file plus the extension, which in our case is JS. Before you preview this, make sure that you save your HTML document as well as your external JavaScript file. And we can see here that our JavaScript code is now displaying correctly in our external sheet. One thing that I'm going to point out really quickly is that the placement that we have our JavaScript on our web page can dramatically affect performance and the loadability of our web page. Generally speaking, you want to put your JavaScript at the bottom of your web page if possible. So I'm going to add some footer tags here. And I'm going to place my JavaScript source file in here. So now what happens here is that the web page content will load first, and then our JavaScript file will load right after. You can see here that now our JavaScript code is placed at the end of the document instead of appearing at the top. If at all possible, you always want to place it at the end. So for the rest of this course, I'm going to be creating all our lectures and all the coding content using external JavaScript files. If you need help with this or you just can't get this to work, then please consult the teacher files that I will add to download that you can view. So to sum things up for this lecture, try to keep your JavaScript in an external file that is separate from your HTML and CSS. This will help you a lot as your projects get bigger. If possible, inserting your source code at the end of your HTML document will let the HTML load first and the JavaScript separate, increasing performance and page load speed of your website. Try linking your own external JavaScript file for practice and see if you can get it working correctly. Once you finish this, I will be waiting for you in the next lecture of the course.